I love the spinny. We are live and hold on, we are recording. Yes, here we are. So we are here and thanks everyone for coming and for watching live. Say hi. Or watching us on the replay, wherever you find us. Let us know you found us.
Yeah.
And I'm here with Jasmine, Yan, and kick us off. Tell us, who are we and why are we here?
All right, everyone. Hi, my name is Jasmine. If you don't know me, why are we here? We're here because we're women and we're supporting each other, and we wanted to share information and different ideas and strategies and techniques that can help you watch your wallet constantly, right? And what two favorite topics do we want to save and watch our money with is real estate and shopping.
Yay! I was trying to find the right hand motion, and I think I should have had a prop and said, love you. I love those two topics, right? So, and yeah, so Jasmine, and who are you in the world? Like, what do you do besides help people save money and be the super savvy shopper?
Well, just to give you a little bit more info about me, I'm a special education teacher working for the Department of Education for the last 17 years. I'm going into my 18th year of teaching, which is very scary since nobody knows what's going on in September, right?
Right.
But besides that, what I'm really passionate about currently is my business, and my business is to help people save money on the everyday purchases. So it's really all about helping people, either it be kids or adults. In the end, it's all about making sure people live the way they want to live and how they want to live and the way they want to live it with the people in their lives. Yeah.
What a great way to segue into what I do. And we got folks entering. I forgot to make you a host. So we're gonna look at this. This is like, we're having a party.
Hi.
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 We've got a guest.
Dianna?
Hi. Yes, it is.
Hey, Dianna.
Amazing.
How you doing?
Amazing. So
I'm good.
folks, we got guests here, and Dianna, so good to hear from you. We are just introducing about what we're doing, why we're here, and we're going to share some insight. So as folks pop up, oh, we've got kiddos here too. I am going to also see, look at this. It's like hosting an open house, and the buyers come in and you're not ready for like the, how cool is this? I'm making Jasmine co-host. And I'm also going
I'm sorry if you hear background noise.
Yeah, we're going to mute
trying to
you.
watch TV. Yeah, so I'll mute.
Yeah, okay.
And then for anyone else who is going to hop in and you're watching us and you see the Zoom link and you want to hop in, by all means, this is for you from us. It's a gift. And you can hop in at any time, and then we're just going to have you on mute until it's time for Q&A. And we ask you that as you hop in, if you can, put questions in the chat. If you're coming in on your phone and you have questions about something specific, who invited you and what questions do you have? So we make sure you get your questions answered, because we are both, I'm a former classroom teacher, 3 years in the actual classroom, and have been educating people about the real estate market since 2008. And I love what I do, and I help people's dream come true. So yeah, and so we are, and Jasmine, shared about, we're here, we're talking about two of our favorite topics, and don't be shy, guys. Like, if you have a question, you have a comment, you have something that you want to get clarification on, please let us know. If you're watching on Facebook, on YouTube later, on Instagram, wherever this ends up. If you want a job of reposting and posting in multiple places, we are hiring for free right now. And I can assure you that business will transpire, and we can train you in being awesome business entrepreneurs. And when business transpires, trust me, you will be getting compensated. And I know Jasmine and I are both hiring. Like, we're not hiring for free. We have business opportunities. So I'll take that back. Yeah. And then, so Jasmine, is there anything else you wanted to say before we start the question and answer part off?
No, I think it's great that everyone's here and listening to what we have to say and the information that we have to offer. I genuinely think that this is something that's going to help all of you, either it be now or in the future. So just keep that in mind. And as Erica was saying, we all know right now, Erica mentioned that she loves what she does. She loves helping people make their dreams come true. And one of their dreams is buying a home, right? And last time we talked about some real estate. I just wanted to know right now, like, can you share and educate folks about what's going on, what's new, what's exciting in the real estate world since we last spoke?
Of course, of course. And so there's many folks out there that think they don't have enough money to buy a place. And there are some amazing opportunities that I want to make sure that people are clear about these gifts that are there for you. And they're a part of what we call the CARES Act. And, it's nice to be cared about, given all that's going on in the world. And so the interest rates, the first thing that I want to make sure everyone knows is interest rates are below 3%. I've seen people get mortgage interest rates in the mid twos. And I'm going to bring this up in the rates every week until I'm going to bring them up every week because you need to know because they change. And there are people that are kind of like, I don't know if it makes sense. Is it really a big deal? The answer is yes. It's a very big deal. Like if you were going to purchase a house right now and you're looking at an interest rate of 3 versus 4%, it could essentially mean you either buy the house or you don't, or you buy a smaller house or you buy a bigger house. And so it's very important for you guys to know that those rates that fluctuate, if they're under 3%, which has been a very long time, and mid twos is phenomenal, that you are giving yourself a gift of knowing that you can get a place where you're homeschooling, home cooking, home educating, home vacation. You're in your home a lot, home shopping.
Yeah.
So you might as well actually save that money up. So if you're going to go buy cool things like Jasmine can show us on every other week, she's going to talk about shopping. And then, you want to know about this opportunity to save your money and watch your wallet. Also, one of my favorite things to share with people right now is this opportunity to borrow money against your retirement. And last week or 2 weeks ago, Jasmine was educating me about how in the educational world that you can borrow up to $50,000. This is in general, you can borrow up to $50,000, but there's no penalties in her line of work. So certain retirement plans, there are 0 penalties to borrow that money. And so I know it's in teaching world. It also depends how much you have vested.
Yes.
But there's a lot of people that are in their 40s and above that have at least 50,000 in retirement, and they're not close to retirement. So what they could do is, instead of spending money monthly on rent, or having their kids or their family member or any friend spending money on rent, they could buy a place, use the up to $50,000 to buy, no penalties. And the only other time this opportunity has existed is where you could borrow 10,000, and anything over 10,000, and only as a first-time buyer. So now you can borrow 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000. And if your parents or aunt, uncle, grandparents has the ability to gift that to you for now, and then you guys work out whether it's for home renovations or, anything on your home or closing costs, then you could move, because even your college kids, maybe you don't want them dorming. It's kind of scary to be like, I'm in a dorm. I don't know this child. I don't know. A roommate right after college, people sometimes have roommates. And so if a parent has money in their retirement and can buy their child independence to have their own space and run their own office, there's no penalty to use that money. And up to 4 people can be on the loan. So you can have up to $200,000, no penalties. So I really just want as many people to know as possible. There's other ways to buy a home: stocks, bonds, savings, checking, gift cards. No, I'm just kidding. Somebody gifting you money. I guess gift cards. But it makes me feel good, because there's people who don't like where they live, or they bought a home thinking this was just the place that they were going to rest their head and maybe have family gatherings. And now it's become their everything. And I don't want you guys suffering anymore. We did a lot of that for like several months. So that just makes me really happy. Yeah, I mean, for now, that's what I'm excited about. Yeah.
You know, it's really funny that you mention it, but I was speaking to a couple of my girlfriends of mine, and one of my girlfriends, Melissa, I don't know if she's watching, or if she will be, but we were talking on Monday, and she actually said she refinanced her house and she got a rate of 2.5,
2.5. Yeah.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
When you said that to me a couple weeks ago, I was like, wow, this is like nuts. Like everyone should be jumping on this bandwagon, because in the end, you're going to be constantly saving yourself money. And if you look at your your projectives of in regards to like how much you're paying, and with the lower interest rate, you're going to be saving tons.
And you know, I'm glad that you're retaining, you know, some of the information that I said.
Yeah.
Because there are people I've shared this with and they're like, you know, I don't really need that right now. And I'm thinking, what's your interest rate? It's like 4, but it's not a big deal. There's closing costs. I don't want to throw money away. I'm like, between 4 and 2.5 is a big difference.
Yeah.
And so 3.5, 3, 3.25. So the worst that you can get is information or knowledge. The best you can get is save a lot of money.
Yes. So, you know, with that being said, I know, you know, you're really enthusiastic, and I love that you're constantly wanting to inform people and letting people know. But right now, I know that there's still going to be challenges, right?
Yeah.
So what are your biggest challenges currently as a realtor? And what do you see your challenges for buyers and sellers? Like, what would their challenges be?
Yeah, great question. Great 2 questions. So let's start with, first, it's reaching as many people as possible. So, you know, there's some people that are just, you know, they're commission breath. There's real estate agents out there that are just like, sell another house, sell another house. They think of people as transactions. And that's not me. I think people as relationships. Actually, I had a phone number for 20 years. So a big challenge is making sure everybody knows the new phone number, 347-378-9383. I finally memorized it. I didn't have it memorized. And then, you know, but really reaching people like communities, like police officers and teachers and firefighters and businesses that maybe when you guys are all at home and you're having a meeting and your Zoom meeting on whatever, professional development or training, if you're an employer, a manager of some sort, and I could come in and educate you guys for, you know, a power hour, lunch hour, have everybody lunch and learn about how we can create their home as a place that they love to call their own and be more efficient and effective at their home, so that I'm not, I mean, there's times I'm having conversations in the shower. Like I'm having conversations while I'm running, because I honestly, like, it's hard for me. It's hard for all of us. We were just talking about this, like to get as much information out to people. So, and there's some scary stuff happening right now. Like for instance, I didn't even watch this. I saw a post on one of my past clients, dear friends, Facebook pages that stated the anxiety level for many is very high. So that didn't even need that to be stated. We know that, hence why I have my little baby right here. So, this is a diffuser. And, and then during the mayor, de Blasio's, warning speech, okay, about talking about the pandemic, he said that with no stimulus package coming from the federal government, if savings can't encapsulate, folks, I don't even use these words. This is an English person who writes like this. The major losses, like really, I'm like,
you were a math teacher.
I know, just so we're clear, I didn't teach English. I do speak it. The savings can't encapsulate the major losses. All agencies will face layoffs up to 22,000 people this fall. So like this fall is like next month, 2 months, 3 months from now. And if you don't think about your future and just kind of like wait for somebody to gift you some unemployment money, or think that all will be well and you're guaranteed to have a job. I've had people this week that tell me out of the blue, they were asked to take a double demotion. And so I ask you, if you really want to protect your financial future, no matter how busy you are, please get on one of these calls, share this with friends and family, schedule a one-to-one consultation with me after we meet. app here, wherever you're seeing this, because there's some really good incentives for folks that could help you. Even if you are in a big house and you went from a 2-income family, and that's what your mortgage looked like. You had 2 people or 3 people, and now you're on a 1.5, maybe you have a pay cut, or maybe a 0. Then you want to get out of the house, right? You don't want to foreclose. You don't need to bankruptcy. But if you could be paying a higher interest rate, and if we cash out and get you into something smaller, so at least you can save. You're not, what you resist persists, guys. And we want to help you. We don't want you running from the problem. And there are some good news even for people who are unemployed. Like this is to shed some hope and light on situations. I just found out that if you lost your job during the pandemic and you go back to work, which many people were furloughed, and then they have opportunities back, those folks, as long as you're in the same industry for 30 days, you can get a mortgage.
Oh, wow.
Right? I'm going to say that one more time because
that's really important.
So as long, you don't even need to be like, let's just say you were a banker, or you were just an accountant for one company, and that company, for whatever reason, just is not in business, and you found a way to be an accountant in another company. 30 days, same industry, the bank counts that money and you can get a mortgage. So if you're like, okay, I'm back in the business, I want to refinance. Great. I'm back in the business. I want to buy a place because I'm renting, and it's, I have retirement money, I have savings, I have another employee, amazing. So I really want people to know that time off wasn't a loss and like you have to wait another 2 years. You can buy, you can upgrade, you can downsize. And there's a lot of people, family, friends, neighbors that got impacted and they don't know that information. Also, I do want to make sure that before you do something like that, you kind of look into, is your position, what you say, somewhat secure? No, I can't guarantee that you have a secure position, but like really maybe try to have an honest conversation with your employer before you put yourself into a mortgage situation. Because I'm not here to sell you a home and then like within, weeks, months, 6 months, you're like, Erica, quick sale, fire sale, let's go. So try to do your homework and see projections for your company. And also, I think they're also knowing that landlords, what they do is they might not be telling you that they might not be able to have you anymore. So if you're a tenant and maybe the landlord lost their job, but they're not going to talk to you, like they're collecting money from you, right? So they're like keeping you there, and then all of a sudden they're like, I'm done. I'm out. Management company might sell the building. I'm out. You're going to get a new property owner. Maintenance goes up. So something might happen. And I don't want anyone to be in a situation where like they're blindsided. I was blindsided a few years ago, folks. I didn't look at my money for 3 months. I was in a relationship, paid 0 attention. I was just busy. And a lot of us are very busy now. We're busy cooking, cleaning, food shopping, taking care of the laundry, homeschooling, home vacationing, like working from home, figuring out. And if you're not looking at your money and looking at your bills, running your credit from time to time, seeing if it makes sense for you to maybe own, to maybe cash out, to maybe refinance. Like, I didn't pay attention. Next thing you know, 5 months later, I filed for bankruptcy because somebody in my household was paying attention to my money more than I was. And then 2 years later, $35,000 to the IRS. I didn't pay attention. So many of us, when we're dealing with, this is so common now because people are like, they're like, I'll look at that later. And maybe you have a great story, like you just got married, you're having a baby, all this awesomeness happening, but you're not paying attention that you could be renting and your landlord's like, I'm done being a landlord. And they put a sign up for sale. They don't need your permission. Your new landlord might offer you a buyout, make it difficult for you. You just had a baby. And like, you're like, what? So I want people to always be in the know. And sometimes, you might have missed a bill. You moved, or a college payment, your last one, something happened, and now you have bad credit and you can't buy because you were sitting pretty or messy, right, in your house. And you're like, man, now I gotta triple pay. I gotta get a higher interest rate because I wasn't paying attention. So a challenge is making sure that the information I'm sharing is shared with as many people as possible. So anyone who's watching, share this with your household. Like, you could watch Friends or whatever is even on TV. I don't even watch television, right? Like, I don't even know what's on television right now. So you could watch whatever's going on, or you could watch this and share, because you're gonna save people and help their dreams come true. A lot of us were like, I give up. Like, you know, let's wait for the mayor or the governor to tell us in this magic 8 ball what's happening today. No. Like, you guys have a future. And I can help you, and Jasmine can help you when it comes to saving a lot of money. She saved me a lot of money, and then I stopped counting. Lost a lot of money during the pandemic because I stopped counting. Not bankruptcy again, thank God. But like, I was just shopping without paying attention. And a lot of people shop or stay put without paying attention that they could move and really have honest conversations with their family. So real estate should be the topic of conversation at your dinner table from time to time, so we can help you guys. Yeah.
No, I think that's really valid. I mean, it's true. A lot of people are selling their homes because they can't afford it because of the pandemic. And a lot of tenants, a lot of them are scrounging to find a place to live.
Yeah, they are.
You know, and it does get difficult. So I think people should keep that in mind, right?
Yep.
In addition to that, you know, you were talking about earlier about when people buy homes, right? You mentioned to me, I think last time, the last time our last episode, I guess, our series, part of our series, you mentioned that buyers have a higher chance of getting their offers accepted compared to any other buyer on the market. What does that mean? What does that exactly mean? So other people can understand clearly how they have a better chance of getting their offer accepted.
So what I love is that you're like, here's the piece, like the greatest part of, you're like, what does that mean? So there might have been a word missing, or maybe some clarity to explain. Not just any buyers who work with me have a better chance of getting their offer accepted than other buyers, because I do my due diligence, and I make sure that when people are working with me, that they know that they get one chance to make a first impression. So when we work together, I get you pre-approved, not pre-qualified. Most lenders will look, verbally take your word. Oh, you bank a year, you're good. No, run your credit. Run your credits. Run your credits. Run your credits. Because
yeah.
You're going to be up for some big surprise, I tell you sometimes. And people are like, what? And I mean, I tell you, like, I'll never forget when it happened to me in 2017. I went to Experian because it's free. And I was like, oh, looks like somebody hit up some of my credit cards. And it was like, 15, 20,000 that I didn't know about. Then I went to my FICO because I was like, something is wrong here. $75,000, my FICO. I was like, what? So Experian is lovely. Lovely. It does not, so is Equifax, so is TransUnion. And it's not the whole thing. It's not your mammogram, your sonogram, your MRI. You don't say, I think that's cancer, or I think it's not. No, you go and you actually do a full exam, and then you do a follow-up or whatever it is. So I want people to know, when you work with me, we do like the full blood work. And I ask you to do that. Most realtors are like, it's okay. Let's start the process. Let's go shopping. We'll figure it out later. And then you get shocked. Like, you get shocked about something once you fall in love. Who wants to fall in love and find out your significant other is married or a criminal? I mean, nobody wants to do that. So, so you want to find out at the beginning what's really going on. And so if you're like, maybe I could do this, but what do I have to do? I'm going to give you instructions. And then a lender is going to give you some information. And you're going to follow those instructions. And then when you get stuck, like Jasmine's like, hey, I want some clarity. How does that work? Then we give you where you're stuck. Step 3, step 4, step 7. We help you with that. And when I present your offer, I don't fax it, I don't email it. I get the homeowner on the phone and I present it. And I tell them why, given all the other buyers that are out there competing, just like for the same home you are, why they need to work with me. They want to work with us. And I've had offers accepted throughout the US and Canada where people didn't even know the number. They actually just heard what I had to say about the due diligence I did for my buyer. And they're like, we're good, all set. I'm like, do you want to know how much offer is? They're like, we don't actually care. We know we're going to get to the closing table. No, I can't promise you that's going to happen like today or tomorrow, right? But I was very aware in that moment that when you come with all of, like, they've got the attorney in place, their finances are in order, I know the time frame they're moving, what do you need? Do you need us in, like, people are usually going somewhere else. They need to know your story. And we've had people not get houses because their realtor was like, oh, they're just casually looking. I'm like, okay, so when I don't casually, I get back to them casually. Not when I have 20 offers on the table, you're a casual interest. But if you're like, they fell in love and they need this house and they are looking at this and 3 other houses they're considering, and this is so you need someone who's gonna care enough to help you, but also have the energy to get it done. Like, I'm gonna take the emotions that you have out of the equation. And I'm your intermediary and work with a team to take care of you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you definitely have a lot of valuable information. And right now I feel like we don't have a lot of time, right? Because we said we were trying to make our series 30 minutes roughly.
Yeah.
So tell me right now, who do you want to meet and who do you want to give this continuous information to? And, like, who should know about this information?
Yeah. So great questions. I want to meet people who have money in their retirement saved. And let's talk about it. Let's talk about that money. Because, if you're not using it right now, let's see how we can help you, a family member, a friend, and put some money back into the economy, because the money they're paying in rent, maybe that landlord wants to cash out and they're afraid to ask you, because it's really challenging for landlords right now, because they're told they can sit there and the tenants can sit there and not pay. So, but who do I want to meet? Well, it'll be another conversation. I want to meet people who have money saved in retirement so they can help either themselves or someone else get to a home that they love or get out of a challenging situation. Maybe they need to cash out. I also want to meet those that are going through a life change. Maybe you just got married. Maybe you're going through a divorce. Maybe someone's laid off. Maybe there's a promotion. I mean, hallelujah. There's definitely people that happen, but there's more people about to be 22,000. They're going to be out of work. I want to meet those people. You're going through a life change. Let's see how we can change your life together in real estate. And I want to meet those people because I really, really specialize in life changes. And no longer renting is a life change. You're required to pay your mortgage or the bank will come after you. Right now, the landlord cannot come after you in the state of New York, and I can help anywhere in the US or Canada. And different states have different, rates or ways to go about things. But I want to meet the people that maybe feel a little heartbroken, that their dreams they can't move on with their plans as they think. And let's talk about it. Let's see who could have the conversation with their family or friend to help them. I really want to meet those people. And I want to meet more people to get in front of. We had definitely lots more that registered, and we have one person. And I want to meet people who are committed to learning and getting in front of large groups so we can help more people and spread the word, spread hope. I share joy and appreciation while living in a constant state of celebration and provide unlimited hope and inspiration everywhere I go. That's my mission in life. And I want to give that to people. And I also want to make sure this is Dianna. Is this who's here with us?
Yes.
Okay. I want to also just check in because I want to make sure I either answer Dianna's questions or does Dianna want to check in with me offline because she's here with us. We appreciate her. Yeah. And I want to offer you, if you want to learn more, I can give you a free watch your wallet, we call it, analysis. And it's basically what it would look like for you to make a move wherever you're going or cash out. So Dianna, do you want to ask some questions here? Do you want to set up something with me offline? And this goes for everyone, like wherever you find this.
Yes, I was actually just emailing you my question and asking for advice, only because it's pretty loud where I am. So, but I'm going to email it to you, and then from there we'll speak about it.
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
great.
Throw in your phone number there
Perfect.
too, so that this way I can schedule a time to connect with you. Is that cool?
Yes, that's perfect. I'll do that right now.
You're the best. Yeah, and I will also give my phone number just one more time so that people have it. You can call, text, or email your grateful realtor. That's me. And find wherever you're finding this. And my phone number is 347-378-9383. And if you're outside of some states, I think it's like Puerto Rico and somewhere else, or the phone doesn't work, don't worry, you can email me. exitbyerica@gmail.com, or comment wherever you see this. And I am here as your essential realtor. What you're going through right now matters, and you being informed, whether you're a homeowner or not, because that $50,000 is not just for first-time buyers. And those interest rates are not just for first-time buyers.
Yes.
So I want you to know that it's essential for me as your essential realtor anywhere in the US or Canada that you stay informed. And I want to be able to help you. So find me and let's connect, and let's set up, as I call it, a watch your wallet analysis wherever you are about your real estate needs, or get me in front of some family members too, and let's help them, loved ones.
You know, in addition to that, I wanted to give some information too that you mentioned earlier, and people might not have realized. It wasn't on this series, but just another time that you said this. Also, what you're talking about, what Erica mentioned, which I thought was really good for a lot of people to know. So if you didn't see it, now you can know now, is that when she was talking about the retirement fund and borrowing against your retirement fund, she said that it was everyone in your household or everyone that would purchase the house with you, correct?
You can have up to 4 people on the mortgage, and each of those 4 people, they don't even need to be in. So if you can even have 4 people, 2 of them live there, 2 of them don't live there. 4 people can buy a house together. There can be non-occupant borrowers, and you can each borrow up to $50,000 from your retirement. However, so it could be up to $200,000 from your retirement. However, certain, stipulations apply. You have to look at your credit, your income, your assets, and how much money's in your retirement, and then if your retirement plan allows you. So there's a lot that do apply, and then there's probably money you can find from other places. But yes, that is true that it's not just one 50,000.
Yeah.
Grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle, you could be downsizing, especially now. Like people might, you put your parents in your home, or a parent, somebody passes away, you don't want to keep them alone. And then maybe 3 people can go together on a house, or someone has better credit than someone else, they can go in on the house. And please, if you have a ding on your credit, please do not buy without speaking to me first, anywhere in the US or Canada, because I can help you. And I think it's anywhere in the US. It's most places. And if not, he'll find us somewhere else. Because I had someone who just refinanced. He had a ding. He didn't, meaning like a late payment, a something. And he didn't think that credit repair was like a legit thing. He actually thought, because it's not like I guess he's in the finance world, he didn't think they're licensed. So he just didn't call them. And you know what? We're all blind, like learning to see. I have blind spots. I'm learning every day. So he refinanced without fixing some minor thing where he missed a bill years ago. And he could have gotten a lower interest rate. And it would have cost him under maybe $400, $500, $600, $700 to have a 0.25%, 0.5%. I don't even know what the ding was, but please. And don't lose hope. You've got a couple of dings. It's like why you go to a body shop. I have a credit repair specialist, and I had a lot of dings, guys. And I have credit now. My credit keeps going up. Yeah. I'm so excited. I'm sorry. I'm just so excited because it was sad. I didn't have that. So I've been in your world, guys, if you're in a situation where finances don't make you happy. And now I'm just so happy to get to help people.
Well, I think that's probably a topic that we could talk more about the next time. right? So people can get more information. But thank you, Erica. You know, this is Jasmine. You're a super savvy shopper signing off now and not forever. See you next week, 1 p.m., okay? For Wise Women Wednesdays, our Wise Women Wednesday series, where we can share all things that you don't know that you need to know about shopping and saving yourself tons of money on the everyday things that you purchase and on buying or selling a home, all right? So glad you all joined us. I'm glad that Dianna, you came. I appreciate you as a friend. And I'm glad you're hooking up with Erica to see how she can help you better as well. Yeah. And hopefully more people, more people we can help.
Yeah. And by the way, just as a side note, buying, selling, renting, or investing.
Oh,
Jasmine teaches me things I don't know every day. So I want landlords and tenants to be cared for. And that'll be a topic I'm also going to want to talk about is caring for those folks. Because a lot of you as business owners might not know about options for you. So I'm going to stop talking. Otherwise we'll be together all day. And my phone is like pinging. So we love you. We appreciate you. And we'll see you next time on Wednesdays.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Dianna.
Thanks for coming on.